All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakwadash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the Terminus Truth, and a sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to your Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this knowledge and truth and this sincerity. It's the Brother Barzar from the GMS Arizona Camp, Lord Will, with another quick lesson to edify. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 16. It says, "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed." Let me read that again. All right, because this is what we're seeing play out in Israel, right? This is what we're seeing play out amongst these false leaders, these false camps, and these false breakdowns of end time prophecy. Isaiah 9 and 16, it says, "For the leaders of this people cause them to err." The leaders are those that claim to be the teachers in Israel, that claim to be teaching our people, waking them up to the true heritage as being the Israelites of the Bible. All right, leaders of these various camps, GOCC, IUIC, ISUPK, and it says it caused them to err. Who's the them? The listeners, the believers. All right, those that listen to these various leaders in these various camps. The Israelites, our people, the sheep. Okay, these leaders are causing the sheep to err. It says, "And they that are led of them are destroyed." That's why you got to be very careful who you listen to when it's true. That's why you have to follow after the true teachers that are teaching according to the Lord's heart. Let's get that real quick. Jeremiah 3 verse 15 says, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart." That word pastors goes into teachers. All right. Lord said, "I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." Who's doing that? Okay. The men of Great Millstone, the true prophets that the Lord set up in these latter days to teach you the truth. All right. This is where the Lord has rested his spirit, imparted understanding. It's these men, the true teachers, the pastors according to the Lord's heart. That's why we don't come at you with gimmicks. We don't come at you with, false comfort. We don't come at you with the smooth things. We just we're the camp of straight shooters, and that's why most in Israel, they don't like us. They don't want the message that's coming from Great Millstone, because our people like to hear those smooth things. They're like for those that are going to prophesy deceits. That's not us. So going back to Isaiah 9 and 16, let's get that word err. All right, and I'm walking, so if you hear it's a little noisy or whatever, sound a little out of breath, I'm just, getting some steps in. But that word err.
Strong's H 8582. Ta'ah. Ta'ah.
All right. It says to err, wander, to go astray, and stagger. All right. To err, to wander about physically, of intoxication, of sin, ethically, wandering of the mind. See, they keep our people in a state of confusion. You got teachers in Israel right now that are keeping our people in a state of confusion. And the scripture warns that these false teachers will come in the latter times, and they're here. And we keep warning our people, telling our people, like, you can't be listening to these teachers. We tell them and make videos about Nate, Bishop Nathaniel. We make videos about General Yohana, the Danialis, and these leaders in Israel that are constantly going off, not giving you the full truth, giving you half of the truth, leaving gray areas out there. And what they're doing is keeping our people wandering in the mind. They basically provoking our people to go astray. When our people got that zeal and they're looking for a truth, then here they are, sending you. It's almost like, you have those people in traffic, when traffic is coming, you roll down the window, tell them where you're trying to get to, and then they send you in the wrong direction. That's what these people are doing. That's what they're doing. That's what these leaders in Israel are doing. And I bring all that out because, as we always do here at Great Millstone, we go into the prophecy of the MOTB, which is very close. I got this clip. First saw it on Elder Apostle Tahar's channel. And it's going into none other than the MOTB. So my question is to these leaders, are you telling me that this has nothing to do with the prophecy in Revelations 13? Does this have anything to do with what John the Revelator saw on the island of Patmos in Revelations 13? Let's check out the clip.
Neuralink, the controversial biotechnology startup founded by Elon Musk in 2016, received the green light to start human trials in May. Now the company has opened up recruitment for those looking to involve themselves. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Anjali Kemlani to give us those details. Hey, Anjali.
Hey, Rochelle, that's right. So we know, of course, as you mentioned, controversial, but starting in humans now with that FDA green light in May, the company is now starting to enroll candidates for that, but there are some specifics that go into it. But first, let's figure out what's going on. This is the N1 implant. That's the one that has 1,024 channels extending from 64 threads to be implanted in the brain. We've already seen some studies done preclinical in monkeys. That has been sort of the path that got the company to this point. The study is going to have a primary focus for about 18 months and then a follow-up for about 5 years. So it's looking at about a 6-year timeline total for this clinical trial. And who qualifies? 22 years old and older, anyone who has quadriplegia due to spinal cord injury or ALS and has a consistent caregiver at home to help in case of anything. Those who have already other devices in their body, such as pacemakers, are not qualified. Those who have history of seizures or need regular MRIs for current, condition maintenance, or those who are getting a type of treatment for depression and anxiety that includes pulses. Those are the individuals who do not qualify. So it's a very specific subset that they're starting off with looking at for this. And of course, this comes at a time where there is still some questions around the previous study with those monkeys, as I mentioned, whether or not they were severely impacted by the use of this brain chip. But with that FDA green light, there's definitely some focus on how the FDA will handle all this, what data comes out in this initial part of the trial, and that will sort of inform what happens next. So it's a very interesting start. It's a very exciting start for this clinical trial, of course, but a lot of sort of wariness around what is happening with Neuralink right now.
Yeah, see? So this devil trying to perform his enterprise, Job, the 20th chapter. So let's go into see, you false prophets going to have a lot to answer to very soon. Habakkuk 2, verse 2, and says, "And the Lord, Yahweh, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, for it will surely come, it will not tarry." So now we're seeing that the Lord is allowing these prophecies to play out. We're living in that time. This is the generation where this prophecy is going to come to pass. Our temptation, the full implementation of the MOTB, All right, mass beheadings. All of these things are about to come to pass on this earth. Yeah, man. So we're living in the last seconds of the last days, and you Israelites better stop playing games, okay? Because this is no laughing matter. This is no playing matter. This is very serious, and this thing is here. See, said the vision was for an appointed time, so we're living in that appointed time. We just watched a clip. Great Millstone got the proper breakdown of the understanding of Revelation, the 13th chapter. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if you can't see it, that's just because the Lord blinded you and He don't want you to see it. And you're gonna go and line up. You're gonna take the MOTB, the MOTB, and you are going to be destroyed. You're gonna find yourself in dire straits, and ultimately you're gonna die. You're gonna perish for being willfully ignorant. I'm gonna end it off in this. You've been warned. All you Israelites have been warned. We gave you the proper understanding. You don't want to accept it, and that's on you. This is Ezekiel. Ezekiel 33:31, it says, and they come unto thee as a people coming, and they sit before thee as my people, and they... It says, reading on, it says, for with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after covetousness. All right. What's that word, covetousness? Let's get that. Okay.
Strong's H1215.
Hey.
Beit Sai. Beit Sai.
All right. Then you got profit, unjust gain acquired by violence. This is what our people are focused on. This is what, regardless if we can prove it or not, it's obvious that many of the leaders in Israel are focused on. They're focused on the profit, covetousness. That's why they watered down the doctrine. That's why they won't teach you the name. That's why they won't give you the proper understanding of what the MOTB is. Because they've been paid off to teach lies. Why? Because our people's heart goes after covetousness. It says, verse 32, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. And y'all hear our words. We tell y'all stop listening to these camps. They're not telling you the truth. They've been paid off. They've taken the bag. We tell you that the MOTB is the C-hip. We told you that. Stop listening to all different camps, because it's only going to lead to confusion. Just like these I'm King David and I'm Jonathan guys that are out there. We told you, stay away from these guys that got kicked out the camp because they got demons on them. And then now look at you, all close to the camera, got that spit in the corner of your mouth, looking crazy, talking crazy shit. That's because our people don't listen. Hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious. So verse 33, and this is what a lot of people are getting ready to realize. It says, and when this cometh to pass, Lord will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. I'll read that back. You run that back. It says Ezekiel 33:33. And when this cometh to pass, Lord will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So I challenge anybody that watched this video, go back to YouTube, look this up. Elon Musk brain implant startup, Neuralink, set to begin human trials. Go to Revelations, the 13th chapter, start around about the 15th or the 16th verse, and read down and tell me if you're not reading about what you're seeing in this video. That's part of it. The other part is the micro C-hip that can be implanted into your hand that you see people using in Sweden and every other various parts of the world, even here in America. That's the other part of it. Go and read the chapter, focus and lock in on those verses, and tell me if you're not reading about what you see right here and what can be implanted into your hand, or if you're reading about action and thoughts, something spiritual. Those that have eyes to see are going to see. Shalom.